G'day everyone, Malcat here. This video is going to be pretty long, drawn out and boring because there's quite a bit that I need to get off my chest. Just need to give you guys an update of what's been happening lately, what my plans for the future are, and there's been a few concerns from my older subs about the way the channel's been going and what's been going on. So I owe you guys an explanation, so yeah, hopefully I can get all this off my chest and not have this drag on for half an hour. So it's quite a bit to get through, so let's go. Quick update. Well, for a start, you may notice that this isn't a live motovlog. I'm actually sitting in my studio, recording studio, talking to you on my Samsung microphone. The footage you're seeing is me riding out to Akaroa last week, so this footage is about a week old. This was taken Sunday, the day before the massive earthquake that we got, but more on that later. The reason I'm doing it this way is because the quality of the microphone in my studio is phenomenally better than that cheap piece of shit that I used to record my voice when motovlogging. So I thought this would be a lot easier to do it this way. And I can drink while I'm doing this. Anyway, so quick update. You may have remembered in one of my other videos, very, very good friend of mine and workmate passed away unexpectedly from a heart attack a couple of weeks ago. I was quite down about it and just made that video sort of like a tribute to him, and I don't know, just felt like I needed to chat to someone about it. And you guys in the community are fucking awesome, like posting comments like my condolences and all that. Yeah, it was great. It was a great help, just that alone, so thank you for that. But yeah, I'm doing better. I'm feeling much better. I still miss him, think about him every day, but I'm picking up the pieces and just moving on. Went to the funeral, met his family, said my final goodbyes. It was good. Just that alone, you know, getting a little bit of closure and able to say goodbye, it helps a lot. So yeah, it's happened. What else? Earthquake. So as you may already know, on the night, Sunday night, Monday morning at, I think it was 12:15 in the morning or some shit, I got woken up. It was a 7.8 on the Richter scale. 7.8 magnitude quake, the biggest on record that we've had down here apparently. And yeah, that shook the whole house. That was the worst quake I've ever been in. It was a good minute of just shaking. And when it ended, I sat up, got on my phone and checked the updates. I messaged a few motovloggers in Christchurch, Bubbliness and Yo-Yo. I sent them a message, checked if they were okay, they were all good. And as I was responding to the just hailstorm of text messages and Facebook posts asking if I was okay, I got an update about a tsunami had just hit Akaroa off the beach, and then there was a tsunami warning for all coastal areas in Canterbury. My house, I haven't shown you where I live, but my house is right next to the water on the coastline, so if a tsunami hit, my house would just be obliterated. So I sprang into action. I jumped out of bed, woke my flatmate up, told him what's up. He jumped in his truck and fucked off, and I had to make the decision: do I take my $7,000 bike, or do I rescue the $30,000 work vehicle? So obviously I chose the bike, fuck the work vehicle. And got a message from my friend who lives up on Cannon Hill, just down the road from me. He lives quite high above sea level, and he said, mate, if you want to come to higher ground if the kettle's on. I said, oh mate, you're a legend, I'll see you in 10 minutes. Just as I was jumping on the bike, the tsunami siren next to my house went off, and all the neighbours came out in their undies, like wondering what's going on. I just shouted, get in your cars, get to higher ground, move it. So that happened. I have never ridden so fast in my life because the road leading up to his house is right next to the water, and I was shitting myself, so fuck the speed limit. I just caned it all the way up. Got to his house, put my feet up on the couch, and yeah, I haven't been able to get a decent night's sleep since, because you're up all night with the adrenaline flowing. It sort of fucks your sleep patterns over. So yeah, next morning I dusted myself off, went to work, couldn't get into the building site because all the sites weren't cleared to enter until the engineers checked them over, so I went back home and yeah, just dicked around for the day. And yeah, it's been pretty rough trying to get my sleeping patterns back in order, but we're getting there. So yeah, that was quite an eventful 48 hours. Anyway, moving forward, future, Christmas is coming up soon. I may have already mentioned this a few times, but I'm going to do it again. Christmas, I'll be going on a road trip. I'll be riding up to Auckland. I'll be meeting my father and best friend in Wellington. They're going to ride their bikes down. Father's got a Honda TT thingy. Best mate's got one of those MT-07s. So it'll be good, meet up and we'll go for a group ride around the country. I'll spend 3 weeks up there, so it's gonna be costly though. It costs quite a bit. So the other part of the video is if you come only just join me for the motovlogging community, you may or may not have known that prior to me doing motovlogs, my channel was predominantly a gaming channel. Most of the 260 subs I gained them from doing live streams of playing games like H1Z1 and CSGO and all that carry on. And when I was live streaming, I wasn't in a very good headspace. I wouldn't say depressed, but I was just really down. I was drinking way too much. I wasn't going out and socialising because I'm new to the city. I should be out like meeting people and making new friends, but I wasn't doing that. It was just go to work, come home, plonk behind the computer, live stream, play games. It's pretty antisocial. Not that I didn't enjoy it, and I did make some really good friends that I still keep in touch with now. But my health was deteriorating, my mood was deteriorating. My friends and family all noticed, said quite a word to me about it. And I decided that I'll take a break from, not just from streaming, but from playing games altogether for a couple of weeks, you know, just to clear my head and figure out what I wanted to do. And in that short time, I decided I need to do something sociable and adventurous to get me out of the house and just moving around and meeting people. And one thing I've always wanted to do for years is ride a motorcycle, because my father does it, all my friends do, I'm the only one who didn't do it. So I just put my foot down. I was like, right, I'm going to do that. So that's what I did. I got my license, bought the bike, and ever since then it's just been great. I've met so many people, channel's gone up, nowhere but up since then. I've stopped drinking, not altogether but significantly, and my health is improving. I've been going to the gym 3 times a week. I've met some amazing people, and my mood, my temperament's improved, my health is improving. I'm the strongest I've ever been in years, and it's just been great. It was a bloody good decision. I should have made it years ago. And I got to the point where my headspace was right, and I thought, okay, I can go back to live streaming again. And within a week of me making that decision, I'll start streaming again. My CPU on my flash gaming computer and streaming computer decided to commit suicide. And yeah, it's just been trying to play any game that requires a bit of overclocking or anything with high-end graphics. The computer just crashes and dies. And the reason I haven't replaced the CPU is because all my money has gone into the motorcycle, all the parts, accessories, servicing, repayments for the loan, and also this trip that's coming up over Christmas. I need to save for that, so every spare dollar I get gets put into my savings. I cannot splash out $200 to $600 to replace the broken down parts on my PC. That's the reason I haven't come back to streaming right away. I want to, but I just financially I cannot do it at the moment. So once I've paid for this whole trip over the 3 weeks over Christmas and New Year's, once I come back I'll have a lot more spare money to throw around, and that's when I'll rebuild the PC, and I'm going to build a backup PC so it doesn't happen again, and I'll be back to full on streaming. So next year you're going to see probably 1 or 2 live streams throughout the week in the evenings, and then over the weekends 1 long live stream throughout the day, just to keep in touch with you older subs who sub me for the gaming, because I still want to do live streaming. I love it. Love to get into some Battlefield. Oh, Gameware, hey Dan, if you're watching this, as soon as that happens, we're going to do a 24-hour live stream playing 7 Days to Die. I think that'll be a wicked way to come back, so hit me up in the PMs if you can, man. Yeah, so hopefully have I missed anything? Oh yeah, so on top of the live streams also I'm going to keep on motovlogging. I love motovlogging, it's good fun. I'm going to upgrade all my gear, going to get a better camera, a better microphone, and you should see a motovlog at least once a week out of me. So I'm making all my New Year's resolutions now. But how long's it been? Jesus, it's nearly 12 minutes this video. A bit longer than I wanted it to be, but I had a lot to get off my chest. So I've probably bored you enough. Thank you for listening. I have to apologise to all you older subs who've been wanting to see my live streams, but I'm honoured that you find me entertaining enough to stick around and chase me up. So thank you. I'm sorry again. I will be back, I promise, and it's going to be epic. Anyway guys, thanks for watching, and I'll see you later. Bye.
Searching, look for that person you knew before.